Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is DaReal, and we are here with some NBA 2K Mobile. In today's video, we will be discussing the theme players. We will be breaking down the stats. So now let's get into the video topics. And for those of you who have never seen my breakdown videos, I'll go over the topics that we discuss. So in this theme stats breakdown video, we discuss the new theme players, the strengths, weaknesses, along with some build suggestions. We rank players by position. We discuss the top players to craft, the top overall players for the theme, and the top theme team. All right, so let's get into these stats. We're going to start with the point guards. Now, for those of you who have never checked out where the collections are, go right over to the tab on the left, tap on the second button on the right, and you're going to see the catalog, which includes all the cards inside NBA 2K Mobile. The cards that have a hammer underneath mean you can craft them. So you can click on it and see what collectibles you need in order to create that card. All right, so now let's start off with the point guards. The lowest stat average point guard right now is Emerald Trae Young, coming in at a 3.4 overall stat average. Now, most of the players in this team have the prime player ability, for the exception of Kemba Walker, who has a new ability called Stylish, and we'll break that down once we get up to Kemba. You can see Trae Young has a 3.4 overall stat average. He's not craftable. Then you have at a 3.4 as well, you have Ruby Kemba Walker, who has a Stylish ability, right? So basically with this ability, your power is increased by 20% if an epic doncic Air Jordan 2 gear is attached on this card. This is new and it's pretty cool, to be honest with you. First time I've seen where a gear can increase a player's power. And we're going to head over to the sets, right? Because you can actually get Kemba along with the shoe if you complete the All-Star 2020 set, which is basically collectibles you can earn from playing the event. You can earn from playing events like Gauntlet, Cruise, Drills, and then the jersey collectibles you can get from getting draft picks. And as you can see here, you can get the Kemba Walker along with the doncic Jordan sneaker. Again, this is pretty interesting. You can see this sneaker is specifically made for Kemba, and I do like this addition. It should make the game very interesting going forward. So I hope to see the stylish ability added more. So we'll go right back to collections. Next, you got Gold Kyle Lowry with a 3.7 overall stat average, and Kyle Lowry is craftable with 2 collectibles. Then you have Sapphire Damian Lillard coming at a 3.8. He is also craftable with 5 collectibles. Then you got Sapphire Ben Simmons coming in at a 4.0. Ben is not craftable. And last but not least, you have Emerald Russell Westbrook coming in at a 4.2 overall stat average. Russell is craftable. As you can see, just like everybody else, he does have the prime player ability, which will give him an extra 25% of power. So this All-Star theme is juiced up with the prime player. These guys are getting 25% bonus power. You can only imagine how incredible they're going to be. Even when Diamond comes out, the Onyx cards in this team are going to have a lot of value. All right, so let's go into the shooting guards. All right, so for the shooting guards, coming at a 3.5 overall stat average is Brandon Ingram, and he's not craftable. Then you got Emerald Chris Middleton coming at a 3.6 overall stat average. He is craftable. And you can see you need 2 collectibles and 15 emerald rings along with 75 of Eastern Conference collectibles. You can earn the Eastern Conference collectibles from draft picks, and the emerald rings you can get from seasons and draft picks as well. Then at a 3.7 you have Donovan Mitchell Gold, which is also craftable with 2 collectibles which you can earn from events and store and more. Then at a 4.1 overall stat average you got Luka, who needs 25 collectibles to be crafted. And then last but not least, at a 4.4 overall stat average is James Harden. James Harden is one of the best shooting guards in the game, 2nd overall behind Tracy McGrady and Jason Richardson, right, which is still pretty crazy. He can be collected inside the set, so if you're able to, most likely with the sets you have to open up packs to get some of those cards, and the others you can craft in order to get James Harden. So that could be something you can definitely aim towards, because James will hold down your team for a long time, especially since he's an Onyx with this 25% power increase. I am still using Amethyst Kevin Durant with the prime player ability, so you can only imagine. All right, so let's get into the small forwards now. Small forwards, the lowest of the bunch is Amethyst Jimmy Butler with a 4.0 over stat average. Jimmy is craftable with 12 collectibles, 30 Amethyst rings, and 125 Eastern Conference collectibles. The amethyst rings you can start earning, I want to say around season 22. You can get them from draft picks as well. And in the Eastern Conference collectibles, you can get that from draft picks too. Now the small forwards in this team are all pretty good. So even though Jimmy is the lowest of the bunch, anything over 4, in my opinion, is really good for your team. Then you have gold Jason Tatum at a 4.1. He just needs 1 collectible, 15 gold rings, and 50 Eastern Conference collectibles. Then at a 4.4 overall stat average, you got Kawhi Leonard, who needs 9 collectibles to be crafted. And on the top is the GOAT of the game, best player overall in NBA 2K Mobile with a 4.9 overall stat average. He had some stats recently buffed, which was his 3-point shot. So that allowed him to be basically a beast. And he has 6,600 power as well. That plays a part, right? Because now with this prime player ability, he's going to be insane. I know someone who has a Glassman prime player, Kawhi Leonard, and their power was around 12,000. So you can imagine LeBron's. LeBron is not craftable. As of right now, I saw him in the crowd plays a pack. I'm sure he'll be in other packs as well. So you can say he probably will be pack exclusive. All right, so for the power forwards, we finally got this player in the game, Pascal Siakam. He has a 3.5 overall stat average, and the cool thing is that he is craftable as well. So you can finally get Pascal on your team. You need 7 collectibles and 20 ruby rings, along with the Eastern Conference collectibles. Then you got Amethyst, Anthony Davis coming in at a 4.3 overall, and he is craftable as well with 15 collectibles. Now I'm going to tell you something interesting. Previously, the top 2 power forwards in the game, well, actually the top power forward is Karl Malone and Rookie Zion, but after that, just off of foundation cards, right, the best power forwards were Giannis and Anthony Davis. They were both tied at 4.3. Now what's interesting about it, and this wasn't announced yet, but I'm going to talk about it because I'm a stats guy. So Giannis had a stat increase. So Giannis now is 4.6 overall stat average. He had to increase the layups and dunks, post scoring, along with defending. So Giannis now has a 4.6 overall stat average, making him the undisputed best power forward inside of NBA 2K Mobile. Now, I don't know if this changes just for the All-Star cards or if it's all Giannis going forward, but this is pretty incredible, and it definitely makes a lot of sense. If you get either LeBron or Giannis, you're going to be set for a while. All right, so now let's get into the centers. So the lowest center at a 4.0 overall stat average is Joel Embiid, Ruby. JoJo's really good. He's on my team. I have him as an Onyx. He's definitely somebody that will hold you down. And then coming in at a 4.3 overall stat average is Jokic, Amethyst. So not a bad card to have either. All right, so now that we broke down the stat averages for the players, let's talk about the top 5 along with the best team you can have and the top craftable players. All right, so coming in at number 5 is Amethyst Anthony Davis. At number 4 is Ruby Kawhi Leonard. At number 3 is Onyx James Harden. At number 2, Onyx Giannis. And at number 1, Onyx LeBron James. Now this is the first theme where you can tell that the Onyx cards are the best in the theme. So I'm glad that that's something that's being paid attention to, because that stat buff to Giannis was incredible. But this is also the All-Star theme, so I kind of expected those players to be the elite ones, right? Now for the craftable cards, the 5th best craftable card is Gold Jason Tatum. Then you got at number 4, Onyx Luka. Number 3 is Emerald. Number 3 is Emerald Russell Westbrook. Number 2 is Anthony Davis Amethyst. And number 1 is Ruby Kawhi Leonard. And the best team that you want to have, if you were to create a starting lineup from these players, your point guard will be Emerald Russell Westbrook, Onyx James Harden, Onyx LeBron James, Onyx Giannis, and Amethyst Jokic. All right, so that is it. We broke down the stat average for all the players inside this team. We discuss who is craftable, what collectibles you need. We ranked them for the top 5. We ranked the best craftable players. We discussed the best starting lineup, and we broke down the best players for each position. So I do hope that this video helps out, start some conversation. I have scaled out a little bit on the specific breakdown of builds for this video in order to make it shorter. So I will be following up with more content regarding this theme, in which we discuss builds more specifically. What I'm planning on doing, and you can let me know in the comment section, is essentially we're going to compare all the players from Team LeBron and all the players from Team Giannis, and we'll do what we did with the T-Mac versus Michael Jordan series. We'll try to keep that in the rotation as well, all right? So let me know in the comment section if you want to see that. That way we can dive into builds, we can speak more about what stats to increase, what stats to ignore, and stuff like that. All right, so again, appreciate all the support you guys have been showing on the channel. We have been doing some amazing things. The streams have been great. Cruise Mode has some nice updates as well, so we'll follow up with another video separately as well. All right, so again, thank you for everything. Peace out.